Breaking news. Welcome to Lafri's Concept TV. Here is the headline. A gathering of failures. Sowore Møçks Council of State meeting involving Tinubu, Buhari, Jonathan and others. Gathering of failures. Sowore Møçks Council of State meeting involving Tinubu, Buhari, Jonathan and others. To my dear listeners, before I go into details, ensure you like, subscribe and share. Now the details. Omoyele Sowore, a prominent human rights activist and former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, has ridiculed the Council of State meeting held at the presidential villa in Abuja on Tuesday. The meeting, which was chaired by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, brought together a group of former presidents and heads of state, including immediate past President Muhammadu Buhari. Sowore, who is also the convener of the Revolution Now movement, disparagingly described the gathering as a meeting of failures. In a post on his X account, he wrote, "Failure meeting, failure. Today in Abuja at the presidential villa, a former failed president at Buhari had a meeting with the current failed president at official Bat. The Council of State meeting, which was attended by several high-ranking officials, including the Vice President and Senate President, was aimed at addressing some of the country's most pressing challenges. However, Sowore's criticisms of the meeting highlight the widespread disillusionment with the government handling of the economy and other critical issues. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo was conspicuously absent from the meeting, which was also attended by former President Goodluck Jonathan, Yakubu Gowon, and Abdulsalami Abubakar, who joined virtually. The Council of State, which provides advisory support to the President on critical policy matters, has been criticized for its ineffectiveness in addressing the country's problems. The meeting comes at a time when the country is facing numerous challenges, including economic hardship and fuel subsidy removal, the nationwide End Bad Governance protest, which have been ongoing for several days, demonstrates the growing frustration with the government's policies and actions. Sowore's criticism of the Council of State meeting is not surprising, given his long-standing advocacy for good governance and accountability. As a human rights activist and former presidential candidate, he has been vocal about the need for radical change in the country's leadership and governance. The meeting of the Council of State, which was seen as an attempt to demonstrate unity and cooperation among the country's leaders, has been mocked by Sowore as a gathering of failures. This criticism highlights the need for the government to go beyond token measures and address the root causes of the country's problems. ultimately, the success of the Council of State meeting will depend on its ability to provide ineffective solutions to the country's challenges. However, without a fundamental transformation of the country's leadership and governance, it is unlikely that the meeting will achieve its intended objectives. In conclusion, Omoyele Sowore's criticisms of the Council of State meeting highlight the need for radical change in the country's leadership and governance. The meeting, which was seen as a gathering of former presidents and heads of state, has been marked as a meeting of failures. Without a fundamental transformation of the country's leadership and governance, it is unlikely that the meeting will achieve its intended objectives. To my dear listeners, when we are being pure with ourselves, indeed, let's not be biased. It is a gathering of failures, because at first I would have to say, what is the essence? Like, what is the importance of the meeting? So are we saying the president of the country is not capable to think or to decide? For him to have thought of, okay, inviting the past president and head of state would bring a solution to the current hardship economic of this country. Not the hardship economic hardship alone, but a lot of things. So are we saying he can't, he's not capable enough to think, to make decision, to make a change within himself and his cannibals? So why does he have what's it called, the vice president? Why does he have a special advisor? So calling them, and now one thing I don't support about this country is whenever they made